viewers, I'm excited to bring to you the most entertaining and educating political show in Nigeria. Here, we're saying it exactly the way it is without mincing words. We're expressing ourselves as Nigerians. And of course, we're going to be educating Nigerians with a sprinkle of buzzwords, violence here and there, of course, with permission. Yes, this is your voice, and I'm your host, Yemisi Ajayi. And with me here in the studio is my co-host, Queen Aisha. Hello, Queen Aisha.
Good day. I'm your co-host, Aisha Mugadu Yusuf. Thank you so much, MC.
Thank you, Queen Aisha. This is your voice. We have a couple of guests here in the studio. We have the legendary Mr. Afobaje here with us. Hi, Mr. Afobaje. How are you doing?
Hi, MC. Hi, Aisha. It's a pleasure to be here as always.
It's so nice to see you here in the studio today.
My absolute pleasure.
Hope we're going to get some little bit of
You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Okay, yes, and of course, the Dr. S. Hayaki Falabi. What's up? What's going on?
I'm very well. My pleasure to be here with you guys today. And like you said, buzz, well, that's what we live for.
It's like you came with.
Yeah, that's what we live for basically. We live for chaos,
I
right?
don't know me, I don't live for violence. I'm a very calm person.
Well, this is what you get.
Okay. Okay, so going into this discussion of the day, Mr. Afobaje, we've been having this trending topic for a while now, and it seems like it's not going to die down very soon. It's about our president and the certificate saga. You know, they said the president's certificate has been forged, it's fake, and then the president is coming out to say that, I attended Chicago University, I mean Chicago Bobo. And so what do you think? Do you think the certificate is fake, or do you think these people are just exaggerating it?
Well, I don't think they're exaggerating. I think they are absolutely silly. You have to call it what it is. And it's painful when you see seemingly intelligent people get railroaded by nonsense talk on Twitter or on whatever platform. One thing we have to make clear is Ashwaju's certificate. The man did attend University of Chicago State University, and it's clear. I can't understand how a reasonable Nigerian, young Nigerian with a smartphone can be as stupid as to believe nonsense like this. Because this is a man who has proven himself in the private sector over a 10, 20-year period. Unless you're saying to us here and now that the companies where Ashwaju worked did not do due diligence over examining his certificate and confirming from the university if he indeed attended those universities. And even if, for 1 minute, that the man did attend those universities, how was he able to now function in those roles as an accountant to the point of rising to treasurer?
Mr. Afobaje, let me stop you there a bit. You are talking about the companies that actually worked. You're talking about Deloitte, and some of that companies.
Yes, like Deloitte, Mobile, Aramco
so
Oil.
Are you trying to give them some bad goals that they did not do their diligence?
No, I'm saying that if you sit as an intelligent person and say this person's certificate is fake, then you are calling into question. Deloitte is one of the biggest auditing firms in the world. I don't think that Deloitte will employ somebody without doing due diligence on that person to ensure that person is qualified enough to work for Deloitte. You can't fake certificate today and work for KPMG or work for Cooper Pricewater. It's not possible. You can't work for Cooper Anderson with forged certificate because, of course, you know that these auditing firms. In fact, it's funny because the job of auditing firms is to verify information. So there's no way they're not verifying the people who work for them, first of all. So it's silly. And to have gone on that fishing expedition that Atiku Abubakar went on, sometimes I look at it and I ask myself, if a horse is about to die, let it just die. There's no need to struggle. Atiku is like a drowning man who has a straw, and the more he breathes in, the more water he swallows.
So absolutely.
At the end of the day, he's trying to rally himself for 2027, and we'll be prepared for him. It will be his sixth election cycle.
So you're saying that whatever is happening now is for...
It's not for 2023. They know that they can't get this man out of office.
So they know that Supreme Court cannot do anything.
No, they know. Supreme Court, as a matter of fact, it's not an evidence court. You don't introduce new evidence at the Supreme Court.
No, wait, Doctor.
Yep.
We're talking about evidence now. They went to CSU, right? They met with the registrar, and they had a deposition concerning this issue.
Yep.
And see, me personally, I'm actually tired of seeing different types of depositions online.
Yep.
Which one are we going to believe? But now, the registrar, according to the deposition, did not mention forged or fake. And these people are coming up online to say that the president actually faked his results. Are you going to say that they are trying to play the same game they played during Buhari's era when they came out to say that Buhari was Jubrin of Sudan? And now, people believed it, and then, we are where we are today. What do you think about
So really, actually, first of all, you have to be mad to think Ashwaju did not attend CSU, really. These people are just a bunch of stupid idiots, right? Because it doesn't make sense. No. It's okay. No. They are idiots because it does not make any sense. Just like Afaba just said, he has worked in one of the best firms in the world. And their job really is to audit, right? So they must have done due diligence. Now, let's even go back and really see what really is the issue, right? A forged certificate of a university. Who is in the right position to answer the question of whether really a forged certificate? It is the school, right? And the school have come out to say, via a deposition, several people have written to them to ask them, oh, this guy with so and so name, did he attend your school or not? And they have responded to every single one of those people who has gone on to ask them this question. Yes, Bola Tinubu attended our school from this date to this date. These are his transcripts. These are the evidence. Everything is out there. So how come someone somewhere is believing this rubbish?
Doctor, let me say something. I've read a lot of comments online, and the silliest one I've read is the fact that this man, Bola Tinubu, attended Chicago State University, got a certificate, lost that certificate, and decided to forge another one for himself.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't understand it. In the position, the school literally said that third-party vendors are allowed to issue certificates.
They have been authorized.
All they do is they confirm from the school, did this person attend your school?
Or no?
Yes, he attended. Then that third-party vendor issues you a certificate. And the school said they don't authenticate those certificates. It's a Nigerian thing to have your certificate authenticated.
Talking about a Nigerian thing right now, right? They've gone on TV to say this phrase, a Nigerian thing, right? They've twisted it to their own narrative. Please, just explicitly explain to us what the registrar meant by a Nigerian thing.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. Okay, now why I really want to do this is because I have a personal experience. So I studied abroad, yeah. I have my master's and PhD in one of the best universities in Asia, right? And so when they say Nigerian, actually according to the transcript of the deposition, these are not my words now. So you can always go back to the deposition and confirm these facts. What the registrar said was they don't actually certify diplomas like they call it, or we call it certificates, right? They don't. They just issue it to you. What they do basically is transcripts, right? So it was only saying that to certify a certificate or diplomas is common in Nigeria. In the United States, it's not a common practice. They just give you your transcripts, right? And the diplomas. Now, in the case of Ashwaju, Bola Tinubu, when the certificates were issued, he didn't take a certificate, right? He used a third vendor, third party to pick his certificate up. And then that was why, then actually the whole certification thing, what really happened was, he lost his certificate. And we know what happened during the Nadeko days, where his house was raised, all his properties and everything were raised. He was running for his life. What was more important, was his life or his certificate or any of that documents that he had, right? So he left everything he had, and then they raised the house, and we knew the whole story. And then later on, we went back to the school, and the school said, okay, you can meet A and A. They are authorized third-party agents. They can issue you a new certificate. I mean, it is common practice. Why is raising all these doors, noises, what I do not understand. And again, I think it's just a political drama, political noise, just to get busy and all that.
Let's be clear. The essence of all of this fishing expedition is not to have Ashwaju removed as president. They're only looking to embarrass the man and twist the media narrative. Like you said, I'm using the words of the registrar. He said, maybe it's a Nigerian thing to have your diploma certified. That's what the man said in that transcript. That what he's saying, what he literally meant was that, okay, so in America, you get your transcript, and that transcript is certified by the school, because that's your document from 100 level through to 400 level. Anybody can present any certificate anywhere. What the school is more concerned about is your transcript. Now, if you're going to move from Nigeria to go and school abroad, they don't ask you for a certificate. True. They ask you for your transcript. And you don't send that transcript yourself. The school that you graduated from mails that transcript to the school that you want to attend. So it means it must then tell you that they care more about your transcript than the certificate that you're holding. So if you present a certificate to them and your transcript don't come, you don't get admission. It's as simple as that. Again, so they focus more on that transcript. And that's why I was saying that it's only in Nigeria. Perhaps he's not Nigerian, so he's saying he doesn't understand the Nigerian system. Maybe it's Nigerian for you to value that diploma more than the transcript. That's all he was trying to say.
Again, just before you ask the question, Aisha, right? Now, most people don't really understand what the third party thing means, right? If you want to go to Canada, for instance, or United States, or you want to get admission, you use WES. What is WES? WES is the third party. You send your transcript to WES. WES do an aggregate of your certificate, of your transcript, and send to the school on your behalf. Not even you send to your school. So they give you the option of using WES. Oh, we understand all of this. So why is it now seem like it's one big...
Doctor, it's funny. Intelligent people seem to assume that everybody knows this thing.
Well,
you'll be sure.
Can I talk? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Okay,
can I say
Aisha,
something? Yes. Okay, now, what I believe is information is power. Information is key.
True.
And that's one of the problems we have in Nigeria presently right now. Because different fake propaganda stories are being brought up. And we just believe whatever story we see online, and we don't try to get the authentic information to that story.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to ask is, what is the whole game that Atiku is playing at here? That's the People's Democratic Party. If you look at it, right now, Nigeria is in a situation where he needs to support the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to help the economic growth of Nigeria, rather than trying to prove that Tinubu's certificate is fake. So why not support him? What do you think his issue is? Is it a personal interest for him?
I think he's just a sinking, drowning man that's looking for how to survive. Basically, he has no.
I'm talking about the former vice president.
Of course, Atiku is someone Olusegun Obasanjo wrote in his book that, he's someone without integrity. This one that only chases his selfish interests. This one that does not care about the country, about the growth of the country. So if you're expecting someone like Atiku to join forces with the president to build a better country, I'm sorry, you are mistaken. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. So he's someone that knows he has lost, he was being beaten silly, right? He's been beaten silly, and he's just trying to find face, right? And this is about next election, because this election is done. Now, they're going to the Supreme Court, of course, so you should not preempt what's going to happen at the Supreme Court. But like you said, you cannot present new evidence at the court. So it's not about this, it's gone. They're just looking for how to just keep the politics heated, and that's all.
Okay, but what I feel is Nigeria should have policies and rules. Because Nigeria is too much of a free country that we Nigerians take things for granted. Yes, we have freedom of speech. We can come out and say what we want to say. But the problem here is right now, you can't just wake up and feel you could just say whatever you want about the president on the internet.
Aisha, let me pause you.
It's so wrong.
There's such a thing as critical thinking. And I think a lot of young Nigerians lack critical thinking.
Yeah,
That's true.
I've got to be sincere with you.
Somebody is letting himself to be dragged.
My
No,
mom,
but it's the truth.
I'm not
It is a fact.
Didi,
My mom-
president of
Biden.
the US
It is a fact.
Yeah,
on
MC,
Twitter,
MC.
can you do that?
Actually, let me just add to you're gonna have the mic, right? No, the truth actually is this is very, very difficult to think, and I just realized that most people rather don't think. They just do what they call group thinking. Yeah, we have someone tweet whatever and just jump on the bandwagon. People don't think for themselves. There is no way we would have still been on this issue if people actually can think.
I feel right now, Nigerians, what we should be focused more on is, okay, I have an idea as to how to make the nation grow, the economy. How do I relay this idea to the government rather than, Tinubu is transgender.
Aisha, you're stretching this matter. Wait, hold on. You're stretching this matter. This is the same population of people that somebody told via a
No,
tweet.
I'm pained.
Hold on,
I'm
please.
pained, really.
There's no need to be pained.
The president should breathe.
You realize the situation.
Let the president breathe.
This is the same group of people that somebody told via a tweet that if they keep a protest going for 30 days, the United Nations would intervene and take power from the government, a democratically elected government.
Wrong.
Hold on. People believed that. These people believed that. These are the same people who believed that the president of a third world nation in Nigeria was cloned. Buhari at the time was 73, almost 74. Now, scientific knowledge tells you that if you're going to clone someone, you will need about the same number of years and the same environmental factor to be created. But you believe that Buhari was sick for less than 4 months. He died, they cloned him in the lab, and a new Buhari has emerged. And people, educated Nigerians with certificates, believe that story. So how much more something as trivial as Ashwaju's certificate being fake?
Now, let me wrap up. Okay, yes, let me wrap up, okay? Just to answer your question, lawyers must feed their family and themselves, right? So imagine if the Atiku lawyer tells him that there's no case here, it means they're having a job. These guys are just doing their job, right? So, they are just working. They are working. You have to see it from that perspective. They are working. They are doing their job, right? So they must always tell him that there's something here. We can keep digging and keep digging and to find whatever they want. They know there's nothing there.
Again,
so
the president breathe.
Okay,
again,
now on the final note,
this is not about the 2023 general election. That has been concluded and done with.
Now on
this is, like Tolu Ogunlesi said, the campaign for 2027 started on the 5th of October 2023.
Correct. Now,
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. It's been a very amazing and interactive section here on Your Voice podcast. And we're going to go on a break, but we're going to be back. And when we are back, we're going to be talking about the Atiku's press conference. And we have a special guest on our show in studio waiting to come up here and tell us everything about it, what he thinks about the press conference, and the history between Bola Tinubu and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. We'll be right back. This is Your Voice.